In today's video, I'm going to go through 3 hacks to find your first online arbitrage product fast. If you are a new Amazon seller and you're just trying to find something to send into Amazon, then I'm going to discuss 3 different ways that I have seen help sellers in a very quick way. I know there's gating issues. I know there's so many other things that can get in your way as you're trying to learn this process, but ultimately these 3 different methods are going to help you tremendously just to get something into Amazon. Now, before we get into that, my name is Jimmy Smith and I have built and scaled multiple e-commerce and Amazon businesses to 6 and 7 figures, and I've helped thousands of other people do the same. Now, I make these videos because I want to make online selling simple and help those that are trying to become financially free. And so here are the 3 hacks that will help you find your first online arbitrage product. Method 1, the very first method is to look around your house. Now, this may sound stupid. I know you may have heard this before. It may sound like something that's just super rudimentary, very simple, but where I see a lot of new sellers going in the wrong direction is that they will try to go into processes and procedures that they don't have a full understanding of yet. And the best way to get the items that you're looking for on Amazon is to actually check out, what do you buy? What do you have around your house? What is that product selling for on Amazon? Do you have certain gum, right? I've got Icebreakers, Ice Cubes gum right here. I would look this up on Amazon and I would look at all the different listings. Are there some listings out there that have a price discrepancy where maybe somebody's selling a 2-pack of this gum for $20 or a single unit of this gum for $12 because it's a special flavor that maybe isn't easily available and you have it in your area? Ultimately, looking at 100 or 500 different products around your house, you will most likely find something that is selling for more money on Amazon than what you can buy it for in your local store, especially if you were looking in the grocery category. Now, I know a lot of sellers get gated in grocery right out the gate. And so if you were trying to find 14 other categories that you are ungated in, then I recommend checking out another YouTube video of mine that was called the 14 ungated categories on Amazon for new sellers, because there are so many categories available to you as a new seller. You can look at tools, you can look at arts and crafts, you can look at certain pet supplies and office supplies and other things that you have access to around your house. So just starting with that simple method, you don't have to go to a store website and search through all of their categories and all of their subcategories and every single product, because ultimately that can become overwhelming and boring. Just look around your house, bring a bunch of things to your computer, look them up on Amazon, and more than likely you'll find something by doing that method. The second hack to being able to find something for your first Amazon online arbitrage product, let's go ahead and take a look at my screen here. So we're going to be looking at Keepa. Now, Keepa is the best software tool for any arbitrage and wholesale seller out there. I've done tons of videos on my channel. You can actually get a free Keepa training guide at askjimmysmith.com/Keepa guide, and that's going to show you how to read the Keepa charts. But one tool that Keepa has that many people don't really discuss much is the category tree. Keepa pulls back all this data from Amazon and stores this data somewhere. I don't know how they do it. I don't care how they do it, but they do it very well. And if you go to data here, there's a lot of tools that you can use. And I've done videos on the product finder and other things, but one that isn't used often is the category tree. Now, why is this important for new sellers? The reason this is important is because, as I mentioned, there are 14 categories that you are currently unrestricted and ungated in if you are a new seller. Now, if you're an experienced seller, you can still use this to your advantage, but ultimately what we want to do is start honing in some of the subcategories within a specific category. So let's say arts and crafts, right? This is a category that sellers are typically ungated in. And inside the arts and crafts category here, there are 16.7 million products available to you just in one of those 14 categories. But in addition to that, we can then go down further into the subcategories and we can start to learn more about different things. So if I look at arts and crafts, I click here. Now I can take a look at, let's go with knitting and crochet, and then let's click into yarn. So yarn here has 328,759 products available. If you want to dive deeper into this particular category, you can simply just click on this search button right here, this little magnifying glass. It says search yarn in our product finder. Also, you can click into this little this pound sign or this hashtag, whatever you call it, to show the best sellers in that category. And then you can click here to actually see that category on Amazon. Let's just say we want to use Keepa to help us find products for yarn that we can sell, because we're a new seller. We're selling in the arts and crafts category, specifically the subcategory of knitting and crochet and then yarn. So I'm going to click here and click on this little, actually accidentally clicked on the best sellers link there. So I'm going to go back and hopefully that will reset for me. Let me make sure I get this pulled up. Arts and crafts and sewing, knitting and crochet there. And then here's yarn. So I'm going to click on this magnifying glass, not the little pound pound sign there. And so this is going to bring up all the products, all the yarn products that exist in the category. Now I can then click on advanced filter and I can filter down results that I care about. Currently we have 319,000 products that are in that subcategory. And maybe I want to see things that have a sales rank. Let's just go with a maximum of 400,000. I know that's high if you know anything about Amazon, but this is a quick way to hone down your skills to the best products that at least have sold in the last 8 months or so. Now we took it 319,000 down to 58,000 products. Additionally, out of stock, I want to make sure the buy box is not out of stock. I want to put a buy box above, let's just go with 15, and I'll make sure it's that way over this. Now there's a million different ways you can do all of these filters here on Keepa, but it is fairly simple. I just wanted to show you multiple options. So now we are down to 15. We got 332 products that have a price above $15 and it's selling under 400,000 of sales rank. And I'm going to put Amazon as out of stock, and we will see how that changes things here. Let's see, I'm gonna unselect the lowest 90 days, do Amazon out of stock. So for some reason that was actually already selected. So now we're down to 21,000. The lowest 90 days was throwing that off a little bit. So if I scroll down here and I wanna see only items that have new offers above 3, and that means that we have a minimum of 3 sellers across the board. And I'm also, just for fun, I'm gonna do a new FBA of over 2. So I wanna see competitors. There's 612 products. If I look at all these active filters here, we've got a sales rank max, we've got a buy box minimum, we've got Amazon out of stock, we're in this subcategory of yarn, we have 3 sellers minimum on the listing and 2 FBA sellers as well. Now you don't have to use that, I just have chosen to in this case. Now you can go ahead and filter more here, but let's just look at these 612 products. Now if you're looking for a brand new item that you can sell in this space, let's just click into one of these. You can then find 612 products that have a fairly steady buy box price, and over the last year we've had sellers coming and going. It sells fairly regularly, and you can use this as the basis for searching for different suppliers online. Now Lion brand yarn may or may not be good, who knows? Ultimately though, this is an opportunity for you to then go through and find products, 1, that are ungated, and 2, that have set criteria that now you can go through. Now it seems like there's a lot in Lion brand. I could click into this Bernat listing. We can see a similar thing where there's a higher FBA price here. The sales ranks going up and down. Ultimately Amazon has come on this a few times, but when they did, it was $13 and FBA sellers are at $32. So right now when Amazon's off this listing, Amazon sellers are selling this at $32 when most likely you can find this somewhere for 13 bucks if Amazon was selling it at that price. So that is an easy way to start finding products. Now I don't recommend using this method with the yarn and with the category tree and the exact filters because I'm showing this to YouTube, but this can be a quick way to hone that process. Again, go back to data, scroll down here to the category tree, use one of those 14 ungated categories that you have access to. I can come down here and use tools and home improvement and click into that category. And then I can click into categories to further refine those items. And then I can look at any of these that I want. Let's look at power and hand tools, and then hand tools here. And then I want to look at, let's just go with maybe screwdrivers or something. And let's just look at the larger category of screwdrivers, which has 172,000 products in it. And I go into the advanced filter one more time. I click into advanced filter here. And now even just going down to the bottom and adding in a new offer count, we're currently at 171,000 products. If I put a minimum of 3 sellers across the board, we brought that down to 6,900 products. If I put 2 FBA sellers, now we're down to 529 products. So that's fairly quick way to get those 2 things done. I look at out of stock. Let's do another buy box over 15. Now we're down to 219 products, and we're going to do a 400,000. You could do 250. You can do a million if you want. Now we're down to 153 products that now I can just go through quickly. This isn't perfect, but it gives a good place to start, right? This one is a fairly good looking listing. Got a fairly steady buy box. It's currently gone up. Got a bunch of sellers going up and down on this. Again, I would recommend just looking into this method of using the category tree on categories that you are ungated in, and you will see bigger results from that. The actual third hack for finding products quickly is going to be using another software tool if you want to pay for it that allows you to match products automatically. So this is a tool that has products matched to a supplier and to Amazon. You do need to do some extra sourcing and digging into these products to make sure that they're going to be good for the long term, but there's a lot that goes into this tool. It is called Nepeto. Now, Nepeto, if I bring this up here, let me bring up my screen again. Nepeto looks like this. Now, you can actually get 50% off to Nepeto if you go to askjimmysmith.com/Nepeto. That will bring this up for you. We get an exclusive discount with Nepeto, and you can just sign this up, use this coupon code SilentJim if you're interested. What I like about Nepeto, at least for the online arbitrage options, is you can actually click to source OA retailers. I could then come here and I can filter out all the information for things that I'm looking for. I could click here into ROI and say I want to see a minimum of 40% return on investment, and I want to make sure that there's a sales rank. Let's just go ahead and do a maximum of 500,000 just to make sure that it at least has sold recently. And then I can even click on more filters here to look at profit. Let's say I want to see a minimum of $3 profit, save that, and I can close this. Now it's going to pull back all of this data and it's going to be matching things, right? It's going to match these products. This is from Webstront Store and this is on Amazon. Now, sometimes they get the products wrong, but a lot of the times they don't. And so this is a great place that you can check. Now, I do also recommend making sure that the suppliers are legitimate. Sometimes I wouldn't purchase from like Fragrance Net WS personally, because that I don't like that supplier, but you would still want to do some things, find some suppliers that you do trust. You can actually filter out these suppliers. So I can select Ace Hardware, Academy. I could go and scroll down here to other ones that I would at least know and trust a little bit more to have authentic products. And so we can just start doing all of this and pull back some options. Just gonna go ahead and click on save so that then it's just filtering for those suppliers for me. And again, I would probably also select some other ones too, but Ace Hardware here has this product. It's currently priced at $23.99. It costs, this is my prep fee, $1.25, gives me a profit of $11.56 if this is the right thing, right? And so I can go through and just click on each of these and make sure that they are the same product, checking out clothing, shoes, or other types of items. And you can even filter out that you don't want to see clothing and shoes as well. Like this looks to be potentially different. It's kind of hard. Yeah, this is Brock's and this is Bob's Peppermint. So you do have some extra legwork to do sometimes with this, but it can help you find products quickly. And they also have a pretty cool feature here that, for instance, I'm not going to click it because I'd want to double check. But if you click on this and report a mismatch, you can actually get a free month of their service if you find enough mismatches and that they are verified that they're actually mismatches. You'll get a free month of their service, which is a pretty cool thing because they're incentivized then to make sure that they're matching the right products to the Amazon account. There's other stuff that you can do within Nepeto. If I go back here, you can actually do a live search on any particular sourcing website page as long as it's a part of their live search features here. And I can go through that on different videos. You can do storefront scanners to scan other people's storefronts if you're trying to do competition analysis. You can even upload things and do a CSV scanner so that you can upload a wholesale price list, or you could do Nepeto Master Search to find ASINs from Keepa and upload those. I know it's a little bit more complex, but this is a quick way. Just using click to source OA retailers. I would avoid their wholesale retailers personally, because I don't personally like a lot of the options out there. I think that they're not the best suppliers that Amazon wouldn't personally like, but the OA retailers, if you select the ones that you know, like, and trust, Amazon would also know, like, and trust them. And that's where a quick way to find a product so that you can start selling it on Amazon. These are 3 hacks that can help you find your first online arbitrage product on Amazon. That's it, right? You can either go around your house and start looking up a bunch of products there. You can use the Keepa Category Tree to look up things that are ungated in your account already. And then you can also utilize a tool like Nepeto at askjimmysmith.com/Nepeto. That link will be in the description if you're interested. These are 3 easy ways to get started. Now, ultimately, if you are someone that is looking to grow and scale their Amazon business online, I do have a page that you can go to apply for my private community where I have over 100 standard operating procedures. I train people. It's a great community where we've seen hundreds of success stories come out of that community. It's called the Business Building Legends Community. Now, this is a program that is for serious sellers, motivated sellers, those that are looking to grow and scale from 5 or 10K per month up to $50, $60, $70,000 per month. If that is your goal, then that is the place that you should go. So I recommend heading over to askjimmysmith.com/legends. That will take you to the page where you can apply. Again, that would be a sales page. So if you're interested in being sold to and setting up a time with someone, then you can go ahead and go to that page. The link will be the first link in the description down below, and you can check that out. But no pressure. Also, if you want to see more content like this and you just want YouTube to recommend it to you, I recommend hitting that like button, commenting, subscribing, sharing, whatever it is that you want to do. No pressure. Again, if you didn't like this video, then don't do any of that. But ultimately, I'm here to help, and I want to make sure and make online selling as simple and easy as possible for those looking to be financially free. So I hope this video helped you and blesses you, and you have a great rest of your day and a blessed rest of your week.